Ecuador's president has ordered that criminal gangs be neutralized after days of violence culminated in an attack on a television studio during a live broadcast.
에콰도르에서 TV 생방송 중인 스튜디오가 습격당하는 등 폭력 사태가 극에 달하자 대통령이 범죄 집단을 무력화하기 위한 작전 명령을 내렸습니다. What's happening in Ecuador?
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe this. During a live broadcast, they had some criminal members come in and take over the studio. Now, Ecuador's police later did say that they had arrested all the armed men. Members of the media outlet had been evacuated, and all staff and hostages were alive. So they're saying things are okay now, but at the same time, they're saying, look, I mean, we're going to fight this crime now.
So a notorious gangster disappeared from a prison cell, and then there's been loads of violent outbursts here and there.
Yeah, it seems that, there's, I guess, what do you call it? Organized crime, I guess, is going into battle with the nation, essentially.
자, 그래요. 지금 에콰도르에서 지금 생방송 중에 습격당한 것뿐만 아니라 뭐 거리에서도 지금 많은 습격이 계속해서 이어지고 있다라고 합니다. There's been a lot of armed conflict, it looks like, just across the region.
Even police kidnappings, I think, were among the violence and things that have gone on. So it certainly is a situation going on there. I don't know that I'd want to travel to Ecuador right now.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, an emergency has been declared in Ecuador. Let's have a look at the first expression, which is to neutralize gangs.
Yeah, when we look at the word neutral, think of that as sort of being in the middle, not too far on one side or the other, right? Like we often think of Switzerland as being a neutral country when it comes to conflicts and stuff like that. So in the same sort of way, when something happens to an extreme, then to neutralize that is to bring that back into the middle, I think is the way that you can picture it. So in this case, obviously, we have criminal gangs that have been just rampant all around the country and certain cities. So to neutralize them means to, bring them and what's going on back into the middle where things are safe and not extreme.
When you're driving, or not when you're driving, but when you're maybe parking for a brief moment, you might put your gear in neutral, because so that, someone can push it and stuff.
Yeah. I've heard that in Korea, it is law that at a red light, you're supposed to put your car into neutral.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I didn't know that. 아, 그래요. 이제 중립 기어로 우리가 놓을 때 put your gear in neutral 이렇게 말합니다. 그래서 neutral이 중립이라는 뜻이 있는데 중립 국가는 neutral country, 그다음에 중립화시킨다라는 뜻도 있지만 여기서는 무력화를 시킨다라는 뜻으로요. neutralize라고 했습니다. 자, 그다음에 culminating in something은요?
Yeah, when something culminates, it adds up and adds up and adds up and then kind of reaches a climax of sorts. So I think here we're talking about the violence has been going on for some while. And then of all of the things to happen, on top of that, they took over a television studio during a live broadcast. So it kind of seems like of all the crazy things that have gone on, this was the biggest. So this was the climax of everything or the highest point or the most shocking news among everything.
네. culminate in something이라고 했을 때는 이것으로 최고조에 달했다라고 볼 수 있습니다. 자, 그러면 다시 한번 읽어볼게요. Ecuador's president has ordered that criminal gangs be neutralized after days of violence culminated in an attack on a television studio during a live broadcast. Okay, let's move on to the next headline.